Hello, my crafty friends. Good to see you. Glad you're here. When you get here, nobody's here yet. I'm having faith. If you're watching the replay, I'm glad you're here. This is my everything book my latest one. And the everything book, sometimes I play in here, sometimes I put some of Hannah's artwork in here. Sometimes I always put Happy Mail um in here. Sometimes I just try out new techniques or whatever. So, and that's why I called it the everything book, because I can do whatever I want in it and it doesn't have to be limited to anything. So today we're going to put some Happy Mail and we're going to play with some stencils and do some different stuff in there. Um, so that's my plan. I'm kind of crooked here. Let's see if we can. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know if it's really better or not. Have some blackberries. In case you're wondering what is over there, that's what it is. Hi, Nashwa. I'm glad you're here. Um, I want to talk about this little book. Not right this second, but when there's a few more people here, because I have an idea that I think this sparks and it might be fun. Um, whew. Tell you, it's already 76 degrees out there, and very little wind today. We usually have wind. Today, not much wind. So, um, be right now it's nice. It's going to get hotter. I think I was supposed to get up to 86 or something like that today. But so it will be hot later, but right now it's nice. I'm kind of a 73 to 75 person as far as my favorite comfortable temperature. And um so right now is the time when I would enjoy being outside, except I would rather be with y'all. So, hi Brittany, I'm so glad you're here. Hi Janet. Thanks for coming. I'm glad y'all are here. Um I was trying to decide what to start with. Beth's not here, but I I got this from her, and let me just cover up. Let me cover up addresses real quick, and um that way I can show you. You made your ATC from the kit. Yay! Did you film it, Brittany? I thought you said you were going to film it. I may have misunderstood, but that's what I thought you said. Because I want to go watch the video if you did. Anyway, Beth said that she had filled envelopes and sealed them up in the past, and then she would just grab one and give out little prizes, which I think's fun. And I think it's also fun that when she picked this one up and put my name on it, she said she had no idea what was in here because she filled it a while back, which I think is really fun. Sherry got the flowers. Yay! I'm glad you did, Sherry. Um, I'm glad to know they got to you safely. Every time I send something out, I worry until I know it's there. So thanks for letting me know. I hope you have fun playing with those. Um, anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna make a page in my everything book, but let's just see what's in here. Let's first start by taking off the washi tape it's because we know we'll probably use it. Just put it right there, and it can be pretty. Okay. I think I'm gonna cut it right here. Since I don't know what's in there, I can let things just fall out, and then I can use these things that where she stamped in this little um, sticker, and even the stamp. It's got a pretty stamp on it. So, hi Barbara, I'm so glad you're here. Well, here's the fun stuff that she sent me. Let me make sure that's all of it because I don't want to. Oh yeah, see, there's. You never know what there might be some little something down in there. Okay, there's a stamp and a little thing from a tattoo museum. There's another stamp and a tattoo from Reno, or it's also a advertisement, I think, from Reno, Nevada. This one's from the Baltimore Tattoo Museum. That's kind of fun. Let's set those there. And then we got an old recipe, ham and lentil. And Tijuana meatball soup. Okay, I have to look at this. Okay. I thought it would be, spicier than that if it's from Tijuana. Oh, well, here's the. Yep, it's not terribly spicy. It sounds good, though. You got beef, pork, and lamb. White bread, I would probably use something else. Onion, egg, salt, garlic powder, pepper. And then I would definitely use a different kind of oil. I don't use vegetable oil. Small white onion, garlic, tomato, broth. Yeah, that actually sounds good. Okay. Barbara says, Lisa, I posted the final scans of my grid from last Thursday. They came out great. I'm happy with them, even the one I didn't like. Yay! I'm so glad, Barbara. I'll go look. And here we got a vintage velvet is the name of this color of a paint swatch thingy. I don't know what you call it. And here is a card, playing card, a warrior with armor. And here's a little something. Let's look at that. Beth Schuler, handmade with love. And then and this is the stamp that she made. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and stick all those things together. And we got a book page. Roller coasters. Oh my goodness. I bet helicopter mamas would have a fit over this. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, we're just going to read this because I think this is fun. The development of the roller coaster, the early 1600s to the golden age, it says. It began during the late 16th and into the early 17th century in the Soviet Union. Roller coaster roots can be traced back to the popular sport of this time called ice sliding, a winter recreation which lasted nearly 200 years. Ice slides were first constructed when a Russian entrepreneur discovered the interesting principle that people would actually pay to be terrified. Yeah. The concept of these slides was relatively simple. A 70-foot wooden tower provided the initial starting point from where a 2-foot-long sled would plunge down a ramp covered with ice. Each rider would sit on the lap of an experienced guide who would steer the sled down the ramp and across the length of approximately 600 feet, coming to a stop at the base of another 70-foot tower. At this point, the guide and his passenger would climb up the second tower to repeat the experience in the opposite direction, bringing them back to the original tower. Due to their popularity, these slides could be found in cities and villages all over the Soviet Union. Even Russian royalty were among those who fancied this adventure. Records show that ice slides near St. Petersburg were strung with colored lanterns along the straightway to provide for night sliding as well. Of course, this was strictly a winter activity until Catherine the Great had sleds fitted with tiny wheels so they could operate during the summer. This was the first of many refinements that would bring us the modern roller coaster. At some point in the late 18th century, A French traveler became fascinated with this unique Russian entertainment and took the idea home. Originally, the French adapted the ice slide to the milder Parisian climate by using a track made of closely spaced wide rollers similar to a modern conveyor on which sleds with runners would coast. This is the origin of the name roller coaster, a name which has endured even after the disappearance of coasting courses. It was not long before the idea of replacing the sled runners with wheels while retaining the wooden structure took root. The first of these new recreational attractions debuted in a public garden in the Turns quarter of Paris in 1804. Because this thrill ride was so popular, it inspired many other French inventors to take the same principle design and make, and we don't get to know. We don't get to know what came next. There's your history lesson for the day. And here is a pretty napkin. Okay. So that's some fun stuff we're going to play with. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and take these things. Let's see if we can get this off without damaging the little bee's honey here. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just... No. All right. We're going to have to go kind of around. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do because it's very interesting. And I may not even put it in there until I let Ethan read it because he would find that very interesting as well. Okay, so we've got this that says, perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created. Esther 4:14. Yeah. But it makes you want to go look up and see what happened after that. Okay. We're going to use all the fun stuff because why not? Oh. Well, I spent quite a few hours this weekend working on my craft room, and I didn't get as much stuff out of it as I wanted to, but I did get things rearranged, and I did take some stuff into the house. I'm trying to get all of my spinning and weaving stuff in the house, or as much as possible, and just leaving this paper stuff out here. And then if I want to do fiber stuff out here, I can just bring it out for the time I'm going to do it. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing with, trying to get stuff out of here without losing any of the things I really want to keep. But I got to keep going. But it did give me some it made me feel good to get some stuff done because I've been feeling like I haven't gotten things done that I need to do. So that's been good. Okay, so we've got let's just do a little fussy tearing here. Okay. Every little bit helps. Courage. You can take the next step when you're ready. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to decide where I want stuff to actually go, and and work on it, you know, that way rather than trying to go through and get rid of stuff and then organizing it. I'm trying to do it all at the same time. And I didn't think that was going to work out here because I just have too much stuff. But it's actually working better than I thought it was going to. So now, not everything do I know exactly where I want to put it. But when I do, then I'm taking it and putting it there and bringing um, you know, and then figuring out if I want to keep this stuff that's already there or not. This one was right by the plastic, and so that plastic is not as easy to tear as you would think it would be, considering how thin it is, especially when the part that's glued down. Okay, there's that one. We're getting there. There we go. Whoops, whoops, whoops. That's not trash. I'm going to go ahead and take this and let it be its own little bit. Okay. I'm slow. I'm sorry. I really am kind of feeling slow today. Um, I had all kinds of things planned that I really wanted to get done over the weekend and ended up doing more, you know, just normal stuff you're supposed to do all the time. Not the extra projects I had in mind, except for working in the studio. I did do that. So, but, you know, I was doing laundry and I made chili and Ethan replaced the filter and the shower head in our shower. We I don't know how, you know, everybody's house is different, but we have very, very hard water here. And even when you filter the water in the shower, it still mucks up your shower head relatively quickly. Um, so it feels like I have to buy a new shower head. I do um, use vinegar, and that last time I used vinegar on our shower head, it did amazing. This time it didn't really help much, so I've decided it obviously just needed to be replaced. And I couldn't remember how long it had been since we replaced it. So when I can't remember, I know it's probably been long enough that it's okay to go ahead and replace it again. Okay. I'm wondering. Okay, I think we're going to do it like this. We won't be able to get everything on there, but I can get enough on there to make it look nice. Okay. So let me go ahead and do that because we're going to just make a tag out of this. Um I need some glue, but I also need something to put under this. Um, okay. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Anybody do something really fun this weekend? We spent a couple of hours out driving, Hannah practicing driving on Saturday, and she did really good. She's doing good. I think she will be able to pass the test with no problem if she doesn't get too anxious. But that's kind of a big if. Brittany said, Kyle and I went out to dinner with my dad and stepmom and his dad so they could actually meet each other. It was a good time. Oh, that's wonderful, Brittany. And yeah, it's nice if they like each other because in the future there'll be um times when y'all will be having they'll both be around at the same time. So that was one of the funny things when Darren and I started dating. I didn't realize how well that my parents had known his parents in the past. They hadn't gone to the same church in a while, so it wasn't like they um, wasn't like they did a lot of stuff together or anything, but they knew each other and liked and respected each other, and that definitely made it easier. I'm just gonna get the rest of this napkin off. Hi, Andrea. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I missed Mindy. Hi, Mindy. I'm so glad you're here. Sorry I missed you when you came in. I hate it when I don't see people. That's one reason I'm so glad y'all all say hi to each other because that gives me another chance. Gives me another chance to notice. Brittany says, yes, they mostly bonded over their dogs because each of them have 4 dogs. And between the 8 dogs, 6 are Pomeranians. Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a. See, y'all came from the same kind of folks. That it makes it a perfect match. Oh. I have heard so many good things about Pomeranians, but I had when I was little, I got bit by one. The only dogs that have ever bit me were a Pomeranian and a Chihuahua. So I have never wanted either one of those because of that. Okay, we're gonna put something. We need to put something on the back of this, and I think I was thinking this might be a fun thing to put on the back, but I might want to try this soup. I probably won't though. I mean, look at that. It's got like 20 ingredients. Do I cook like that? No. Unless it was unless it's soup, but then I just dump stuff in, you know. When I put a lot of ingredients in there, I just dump stuff in. Um, so I think I am going to use this. And since I liked this one, I'm going to use this part right here. Okay, let's pencil. That's what I was looking for. Sorry, my brain stopped. It couldn't remember what I needed. No, they didn't, but they should have. To set up a play date for the dogs. Yeah, that would be. Well, I tell you, Sparrow would love to have a friend to have play dates with. He always wants to play with every dog he sees, and some of them are afraid of him, and so they don't want to play with him, and some of them just are older, and they don't want to have to deal with this um, high energy pup, and so he doesn't get many friends that want to play with him. The people that come with those dogs are usually more interested in him than the dogs, but that's okay for him because he's usually more interested in the people than the dogs anyway, because he thinks all people are friend shaped. Well, maybe not all. He has seen a couple of people he was questioning, but most of the time he thinks everybody should be his friend. Okay, this has pretty flowers and stuff on it, so we might use that separately. Mmm. I had some that were, cheap from Walmart or whatever, and they were such a pain. And then when the kids were little, my mom brought over some that we had used growing up that were the Tupperware ones. Those are really good. The Tupperware ones were really good. I'm assuming you can still find them. I don't know. I don't know anybody that sells Tupperware right now, but um, and I don't know if they even still sell those popsicles things, but okay, let's see. Okay, well, I didn't quite get that perfect, but that's okay. That's okay. Getting some glue on that. Oh, see, that's not so okay. So we'll have to go here and I probably could use that. Oh, now I don't know what to call that thing, emery board, but this is a little sturdier than a napkin, so it was easier to do. Okay, let me. Oh my little black um stamp pad is still on the floor down there, and I can't reach it. So just a minute. Got my whoops bigger ones over here. So let me find the black. I bought that really cool thing that I was going to store all my stamps in, that cassette tape holder, that wooden box. I showed it on a live stream once, so I don't know how many of you saw it. But anyway, I finally took that back to the thrift store because I didn't have a place to put it on the wall. And where I had it, it was just in the perfect place for Ethan, who moves around a lot when he's in here more than I do, to knock it over and be frustrated by it. So So I gave it back to the, well, I took it to a different thrift store, but anyway. Hi, Janet. I'm so glad you're here. Got to get to class. Okay, Andrea, have fun at class. Okay. Let's see. I'm kind of feeling like a map page today, so let's. Oh no, that does not look good. We need something that'll be okay with red, white, and blue. Let's see. So that's one of the things when you put, well, that one, no. I'm just looking for a minute here. I think that'll be okay. All right. So we need, oh, wait a minute. Let's do it over here. Because I do want to tip this in. Right here. And let's see. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite 8 inches. Okay. That's going to be just about perfect. So I'm going to put some glue down here, and then I'm going to move this washi tape over here to tip this in, because I think those colors will be okay together. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do it first on here. Okay. Alrighty. That'll do fine from that side. And then I think, just for kicks, on this side, we're going to use these and pretend that they're tape. Maybe we'll just do it this way. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You know I don't like things sideways if I can put them right side up. But this will help it on this side. We might even find some other things to stick in there as well, since we've decided to go with it like this. I'm going to do it right here. Okay. There's that. And now we need a belly band or a pocket or something for this. Trying to think which I would like better. That's really fragile. Okay, we're not going to do that. We've used it, and we're going to save this for a different project. I think that's too fragile to make a belly band out of. So I think what we're going to do is take these things and make a belly band with these things. There we go. Actually, I'm going to stick that over there, actually. Okay. Now I need something to use. Oh. So give me a minute and let me find something that will make a good belly band. Okay. Paper cutter. We're gonna use this. And I don't want it too wide because there we go. So we'll have a little something in the background. This is the packaging from a stencil that I got. I think I got it from Temu. Anyway, I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want that on there. Somehow it doesn't go with all this other stuff. All this other stuff's like red, white, and blue. So we're just going to set that aside for now. Okay. We're going to make this. Let's see. Okay. Trying to decide what to start with. Okay, there we go. Move that over. These things can be used somewhere else. I do want to keep that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink this too. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm going to start with this piece. I should have inked those, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's just ink everything. We want it to be cohesive. Okay. There we go. I like that. We're going to go ahead and, I don't know that it'll make much difference, but we're going to go ahead and ink around it. This has some black on it already, so it. Okay, let's ink this. I guess I should just ink everything and then I don't have to worry about it each time I pick something up. Okay. I really thought I was going to be fine out here without the air conditioning on, but that is not true. So I'm going to have to turn it on here in a minute. My camera usually oh, I just need to not energy saver. Cool. Not in the mood to save energy for the next hour. Okay. Thank you, Janet. I have a niece and a cousin's son that are graduating this year from high school. I don't think I have anybody graduating from college this year. Anyway, I thought I was going to make graduation cards. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm just going to go ahead and just put some money in a store-bought card and go for it. Excuse me. Okay. Hey, Beth. I'm playing with the goodies you sent me. We had a quick history lesson first off, and I read the history of the roller coaster to right there, and then we had to make up the rest of the history. No, I haven't tried to make it up. I just but that was very interesting. Oh, see? I wanted to glue this here and I forgot that it says that on the back. I think I'm going to do this instead. Will that hurt your feelings, Beth? Because I want your name on here more than. Is it okay if I use it on this side? It won't hurt your feelings? Okay, good. The other side's pretty and it would look great, but I want your name on here. So, I mean, I'm going to write your name, and this is just a stamp, whereas this is some artwork you did. I may change my mind and go back to this. Um, I'm going to think on that for a minute. So go for it, she says. Okay. All right. We don't want to glue it down over there. Okay, I'm moving those two. Put it in with washi tape. Okay. We will try that, Barbara. We will. I know it's reversible. That's my problem is that I want both sides. So we're gonna try the hinge thing. Okay, let's see. Let me find some washi tape real quick. Okay, let's see anything there that I want to use. No, don't fall. All I need is a Craft-A-Lanch while I'm trying to do this. Okay. I need to start using washi tape. I may have to do 100 days of washi tape or something because I never think to use my washi tape. Okay, where is it? This one? Obviously, I've never used. I can't even find the end. Okay, here it is. Okay, just a second. I got stuff all over me. Okay, I need to trim that because that'll stick to something. Okay. And I think I'm going to glue this right here and right here, just 2 dots, and then I've just tucked that in. Well, I remembered you saying that you packaged it and you didn't even remember what you had in there, and which I thought was really funny. Okay, that's uh-oh. I didn't put it quite down far enough. Now then. I'm going to let that sit a minute and then we'll tuck it in. All righty, let's go ahead and glue this onto here. That's probably crooked on the page. But that's normal for me, so we're not going to fret over it if it is. Okay. And I'm going to... You'll have to go back, Beth, to the beginning and listen to me read the story of the roller coaster. You may have read it before you put it in here, but it was very interesting, the history of the roller coaster. Oh, I forgot I was going to leave that out until I let Ethan read it. Oh, well. Oh, well. It is what it is. No, that'll get lost. Okay, we'll use it for something else. All right, let me find a pen. Okay, we'll just use this flat one. Maybe it'll work. Okay. There we go. I tipped it in so we could read it later. And I used these other two little things you sent to hinge on this side. So yay. Okay. Now I'm gonna put these things. Thank you, Beth, for the fun things I won. I'm gonna put these things in a box I have of stuff to, you know, I don't know what you call it. A box of stuff to go through when you want to make something. Okay. Oh, that may not have been a great idea. All right, we'll just put it on top and hope it stays. Okay, I'm going to move this aside for a minute, and I'm going to show you this. This is what happens when your studio is way overpopulated with good stuff. And in order to not lose something, you put it somewhere safe. I just found this package, and I bought it in November of last year. Okay. I opened it. I don't know if I opened it on a video or not, but but I ordered this stuff from Sean Petit. I really love her work, and so I ordered these things from her. I don't even remember what they were, to be honest, so we shall see. Oh, this is something she just sent along kind of as a thank you, kind of, really as a thank you. Okay. The sticky from this packing thing got on it. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 masks or stencils, 2 tree stencils. Oh no, that's one stencil. It's just got 2 trees on it, and then one with 3 trees, and then Christmas trees quad with masks, and then a vintage dahlia stem, and winter stencils. So I got several stencils here. Like, I need more stencils, but anyway, let's look at them. Oh, I didn't know about her workshop. I always watch her Sunday, you know, her Sunday thing. Here's some bags to go in my bag journal that Tanya and I are going to make. This says Christmas trees quad masks. So these are the masks that came out of the Christmas trees stencil. So you get, basically you're getting the stencil and the masks. Okay, just a second. So this is the stencil, and then these are the masks. And this one is, it's called Christmas Tree Quad. And this one is 3 trees. Trees 3. Well, there's more than 3 trees, so it must be that she has 3 different tree stencils, I guess. I didn't watch it this week, and I didn't watch it last week. I just haven't gotten the chance. I've got them queued up to use, but, and this is the Dahlia stencil. This is the one I want to play with today. And then there's cardboard to keep them from bending. And I'm going to stick these back in here. Just because it protects them till I get them someplace else. Okay, there's still something in there. Okay. This is one of her art pieces. Season's Greetings, she says. These need to be used somehow. That's fun. Okay. And I'm going to put the dahlias up here because we still need to look in here, and I'm trying to remember what's in there. It's a big stencil, but I can't remember. Oh, it's trees too. Yeah, more trees. Can you tell I was wanting some trees, and I love these. You've got 6 different trees. You know, it's basically 3 sizes of 2 trees. 3 sizes of this and 3 sizes of that. This is called Trees 2. So we'll play with those another time. If I can get this back in here. Now I remember why I left these all in here, because these are not as heavy as stencils as some, and they have some delicate parts that I didn't want to take a chance on getting messed up. So I kept them in their packaging, and then they never got used. So these 2 I'm going to put in my bag of bags. My bag of bags. See, right here. Here's all kinds of different stuff. I don't know if you can even see that I've got in here to make a paper bag journal with. And I don't know for positive, but I think that this is going to be my cover. So when Tanya gets home, we're going to work on that. Maybe not the first thing. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's put these aside. Bring my book back. I've got to clean my hands. It's driving me nuts. I'll have to go look at her workshop. Is there a link that you could put into it, Barbara? Or you may not be doing it. I just thought if you were doing it, you would you would have the link probably. Hey, Janet. Bye-bye. You have a great day as well. Thanks for coming. Okay. Now then, I've got these two. I mean, there's 4 flowers here, so we could do them. Let's see if we can get these little bits. Oh, well, maybe not. We're not going to worry about it. This is vintage dahlia flowers. Um, so you got it from the side, and you've got it kind of from the front. Thank you, Barbara. Um, I bought this stencil because I have seen people use it wasn't specifically this one, although Sean Petit does this, and so I'm sure she's used this one. They put the one coat down with the stencil, and then they brush on more paint to make it end up looking more painterly and less stencily, if that makes sense. Hi, Dana. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, I've always wanted to try that. And so that's why, and I've seen people do it with lots of flower stencils. But back in November sometime, I decided I wanted to do this. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, we've got leaves. This would be the perfect page to put dahlias on, don't you think? And I think I'm going to put the first layer down with ink. And then I'm going to try the painting thing. That's my thought at the moment, anyway. Now I got to decide what colors I'm going to use of ink. Um, I'm going to use one of these because I know it'll be permanent, and when I paint on it, I won't mess it up. Okay, I've got 2 reds and a blue and an orange. Oh. Thank you, Barbara. Sorry. I went ahead and clicked on that so I wouldn't forget it. And then I didn't get the shut off as quick as I thought I would. Okay, wow. That air conditioner's working. Okay, let's go back to Energy Saver now. Maybe it'll turn off here. I'm just right on that verge of it being cool enough to not, not being hot enough to have the air conditioning. No, I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay, well, I'll probably be turning it on and off the whole time we're here. Sorry. Um, Now on this paper, blues would be really pretty, but so would this mulberry color with pinks. I don't want to do orange. Okay. I think I'm going to do a blue one. Well, maybe we've got 4 flowers. Maybe we'll just do one of each color. Will that look stupid? Will that look stupid? Tell me. Tell me what you think. Should I just use 2 colors or 3, or should I use all 4 since I have 4 flowers? And I don't know if dahlias even come in a blue, but I thought blue would be fun. We could skip the blue though and just use the reds and the orange. Beth says all 4. Is there anybody who thinks I should leave out the blue and just do the other colors? Dana says all. Okay, that's good enough. And we got 2 people saying all 4, and nobody else has said anything yet. So we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna put this one going off the page from both directions, and okay. I don't think this is gonna come off on anything, but I'm gonna put it on here just to be sure. No, okay. Well, I thought that I used archival inks with this, and so I knew it should be okay. But anyway, Beth says she thinks they come in blue. Okay. Barbara says 2 colors. Well, Barbara, are you a contrarian? That's what Hannah would have said to me. Just use 2 colors, Mom. Just use 2. I think I'm going to do this one blue and then do the other ones there. They come in all sorts of colors, she says. Well, we're going to go for it. And just because it's the base color doesn't mean it'll end up looking blue when we're done, maybe. I don't know. That looks more purple than blue. Kind of hard to load this thing with. Okay, that looks really pretty just like that, doesn't it? It's got a little bit of a shadow because I moved it a little bit accidentally, but it actually looks kind of cool. You're always different, yeah. If you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Yep. Well, trying to think of when it was that when Hannah was telling me she was a contrarian. She was pretty young. I was like, do you even know what a contrarian is? And she said, yes, a person who doesn't like being told what to do. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Look, that's coming off pink. There must have been some kind of pink something underneath that black that was. Anyway, it'll be all right because pink is what we're using next. But let me dry it off a little bit. Anyway, she did know what a contrarian meant, so I told her I guess she could be one if she knew what it meant and she wanted to be. She goes, I don't want to be, I just am. I don't want to be, I just am. Okay. Oh, goodness, that's so pretty. I don't know if I want to paint over it or not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. But that was the point, was to play with learning how to do that. We always have ideas about doing it differently and better. Contrarians. Yes, that's true. And quite often, you're right. So, at least I know Hannah is. And from what I know of you, you are too. Write pretty often. She was wise even as a young girl. She was. She's always been pretty self-aware and oh dear. Okay. There's that one. Oh, it's out of screen, sorry. I agree it doesn't need to be painted over. I may do some on regular paper and paint over them to play with because that's what I really wanted to do was play with that. We may hmm, get off as much as I can before I go to the orange, or I'll end up with it not looking very orange. Okay. Well, I'm trying to decide. I don't know. It slides real easy though. Um, okay, that's really pretty. Should I add any more flowers? Just do some of these over again? Or should I let it be, um, let that be enough? I think I'm going to do some down here, one down here that's just barely coming into the picture. Oh, you could. You could, Barbara. Who knows what this is going to look like if there's still a little orange left on here, but we're going to do it anyway. I do have more of these. I just don't have any of them, specifically labeled for certain color inks. So, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Yes, more flowers over again. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to fret if some of the ink transfers because it makes the colors more interesting and less, what's the word? Less static or whatever. I don't know how to. I should have used a different color up there. Maybe the orange. Maybe the orange. Hmm. Okay, I'm just going to put the really pale one there. Ooh, I like that. And then we'll put another orange one here. Okay. I'm going to write on here. Um, okay. Sean Petit Dahlia stencil is what I wrote there. So that I would remember what I was working with. And I guess I'll put today's date on there too, just to be. Okay. Okay, that's fun. I think that's a pretty cover page. Good place to start. And I like how when you use the inks, you don't get the same amount of coverage everywhere. So it gives it, a little more realistic feeling. I like that. Alrighty. We're going to set that aside. And what do I want to paint on? Oh, let's see. Is this going to glare? No. Okay. This is some paper I had sitting out, so I decided to use it. It's very thick. This is that shiny paper that Tanya sent me some of that I think was used for magazine covers, to print magazine covers on. So this side's really shiny and this side's not. So we're going to work here. Yes, I like the leaves behind it too. I think that worked well. And it lets there's enough of the leaves showing, but they're not. Trying to think how to say it. They don't overpower the flowers, but they're still there. They're subtle, vague outlines. See, vague works. Subtle was the word I was looking for. Okay. This blue is looking very purple because of all the pinks and orange and stuff. I like it. I'm going to keep these separated because I might want to cut them out and use them or something. I doubt I would use this paper this big, but I might if I like the individual flowers. And I'm just going to leave whatever blue was on there and whoa. Wow. Okay. That looks good. It already looks painterly, doesn't it? I may have had too much. I don't mind it mixing some, but that was a lot. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put these up and get them out of the way. Come on. Don't think that's going to be my final stamp pad strategy either, but okay. Now then, let's see. I think let's find some paints. And a paintbrush. Paints and a paintbrush. And I'm not sure. I may need more than one paintbrush. Okay, sorry, it's going to take me a minute to decide what to use. Uh-oh. Well, good grief, Lisa. How many do you have to drop? Let's find one more. It's kind of... Okay, I don't know. We're going to start with those. And my paint palette. Okay. That one's maybe empty. Okay. And I think since that one's purple, we're going to just go ahead and make it purple. What else? There's a dark purple. That's more like what's here. Okay. And then we need some pinks and reds. Pinks and reds. Okay, here are a couple of reds and a couple of pinks. And then, of course, we need white. And where's my white? I know I have some. I know I do. Oh. Well, we'll just use this vanilla. That'll be the closest thing to white that I can find at the moment. Okay, we may need more than one palette. I don't know. We're going to just work on one flower at a time and not get out paint for the other flowers until we're ready. That'll make it easier. Then I will know what I really need. Oops, that was way too much purple. I'm thinking I may wish I had decided to use heavy body paint instead of this really thin craft paint. But this is what I have out, so. And I don't have a bunch of colors. I'd have to mix colors if I used heavy body paint, so. Okay, we may mix some here, I don't know. Okay, can you see? Let's see if we can come down a little bit. If I can do that without hitting my head on it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's get these out of the way. Okay, maybe you can see better. Won't make me paint any better, but maybe you can see better. I don't really know what. I'm not, like a painter, so one thing I know when Sean works on it, she doesn't try to, she just paints, you know, strokes that kind of mimic it, not they're not necessarily matching what's on, the stencil. The stencil was just a base to start from, and she even adds in petals and I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to wish I'd used heavy body paints. These aren't even covering on this, and it's partly the paper's fault because it's slick, and I wasn't thinking about that. We're just going to keep going though, because once I get a layer down, the next layers will be better, I think. Everybody I've seen do this speeds it up. So I wasn't thinking I should have just done one color at a time instead of putting out all the purples, because they're now going to have to, this is going to have to kind of dry before I can go on to the next color. So I might as well have, just put out the base layer for all of the flowers and then come back with the other colors. So if y'all do this, do that. Just use your base layer, put your base layer out first. And let me get some water. I might should, well, no, I'm going to just start with this. I was going to say I might should have gone ahead and added in some um, extra flowers, I mean, extra petals while in this color as well as the other colors. But I'm going to start with what she has, and then I'll decide if I need to add something else. Okay. We're going to hope this isn't boring for y'all to watch. Right now, it's kind of paint by number. I'm hoping it'll get a little more really painterly as I add other colors. And I'm going to be real honest with you here. It's been a while since I've actually watched somebody do this and paid attention to it. Um, I'm sure there are techniques that people who do this regularly know about that I don't know about. So, oh, thank you, Janet. I think a heavier body paint would also give you better texture, which would be fun. That's what I liked. The little bit of oil painting that I did way in the past, like, I don't know, 21 years ago, 22 years ago, 23 years ago, in between when Ethan was born and when Hannah was born, I took an oil painting class from um, a friend of my mom's who also happened to be the mother of one of my aunts. and um, and the mother of one of my good friends. So anyway, one of my cousins, who was this lady's granddaughter, and I took a oil painting class from her. And sometime maybe I'll bring the paintings that I did out and show you, um, but I liked the texture of the oil paints. That's what I was getting at. I thought Chat was taking a nap too, Barbara. Janet is making a folio. Cool. Okay. There's a base layer on that one. Barbara says, I'm still playing catch up from the live stream Thursday, scanning my card covers, gonna tear them apart and see what they become. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do a brighter red. This one's a little thicker, so maybe it'll be, I don't want that to be too wet. I got red paint on me. Looks like blood, but it's not. It's just red paint. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hi, Dawn. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Janet, I'm sure that's true. I admire you for taking her in and being willing to take care of her and the babies, because that wasn't your plan. It was her plan, and you've been kind. And it doesn't matter if you love them. I mean, there's it's still a lot of work that you hadn't planned on doing until it was thrust upon you. What are you planning to do with the kitties? Do you have anybody in mind um who might be willing to take on some of them, or I just know that's a lot of kitties to try to find homes for. I mean, even one sometimes is a lot to try to find homes for. Try and get her in and stay a nurse has been, oh yeah, you've gotten attached. Yeah, I'm sure. I understand. As much of a pain as Sparrow was, I got attached. Um, not as attached as Hannah, but that's it. Because she was so attached, though, um, I went ahead and went to all the trouble I did to try to get him to behave better so we could keep him instead of having to rehome him to somebody that was a stronger stronger personality. Sparrow really needs a stronger personality, but he's doing better, and I think it's been worth it. But it was a rough ride for a while. Um, in fact, Wednesday is Sparrow's birthday. He's going to be a year old. Can y'all believe that? That's just, it doesn't seem like we've had him long enough for him to be a year old, but he will be. The mama cat's the problem. Well, if you can get her to nurse them till you can get them on regular food, then you can just let her out and let her go. Um, there, you might check and see if there are programs in your town, catch and release programs that will pay to get her fixed. So you don't have to incur that expense yourself, but you can get it done while you've got her in your house. And and then if she wants to leave, you can just let her leave. I know there are some programs out there like that. It might be worth looking into. And I would, I tell you, mama kitties produce a lot of babies. Babies grow up and have babies very quickly too. We have so many um, cats in our neighborhood, and I don't know if any of them have been, you know, caught and taken care of and then released. I don't know, or if they're all just still running around. Oh, good. I'm so glad. And the four kittens are all girls, of course. Of course. Oh, okay. Now let's go over here to a. I think I may go ahead and do another coat of the dark color before I put the light color on because um it's it's not covering very well. And I think I'll like it better if the dark color is darker. The problem um with adding in extra flowers, I mean extra petals later, is that then you've got the same problem you had with the first layer of this. The paper, it slides on the paper. So I don't know how much of that we will actually do. Both of your cats were done before they chose you. Well, that was nice, Sherry. And I'm going to leave all the stems and not paint them to show what it looked like, just with the ink, so I'll remember. Okay, that I messed that up. Let's make it into another petal right there. Okay. Trying to see if there's any place else here that I want to add a little more of the dark. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I don't know who's feeding all those stray cats around here, but somebody is because they are very, very fat and healthy. I mean, there's not a single skinny cat around this neighborhood. So somebody is feeding them well. It's just not me. It's not me. Whoops, this one. Oops, that's too much water on my brush. Um, I don't know if this one was even dry. I wasn't thinking. This is the last one I did, yet I went to it next. And I did accidentally paint that the first time. Oh, sorry. I forgot um how small my space is since I zoomed in. Okay. We just are in the process of transitioning Sparrow from puppy food to dog food, and he's doing pretty good at eating twice a day. Not sure when to move him to once a day, but right now he's getting fed twice a day, and it's about he's up to about 3/4 dog food and 1/4 puppy food at this point. So sorry, notifications. I thought I must have got an update because I thought I had the sound turned off of the notifications, but it's obviously not because I'm hearing it. Oh, just got. I'm gonna have to go bring the mail in just a minute. We don't. Once we know it's here, I don't leave it outside because I don't want something to get stolen out of it. And I just got a notification that a book Hannah ordered has been delivered. So I'm gonna finish this flower and then I will go over and really quickly grab the mail and then I'll be right back. I may get in there and Ethan's already brought it in. I don't know. Sometimes he hears it and sometimes he doesn't. So, okay. Mama cat eats 4 times a day wet food. I was told she needs to while nursing. That's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true because she's got to produce enough food for them. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh. Well, it was a good thing I went because I didn't realize she'd ordered so many books, but there were like 5 packages there. 4 of them were books for Hannah, and one of them was a package for Ethan. So that little stack of stuff sitting there would have probably enticed someone to do things they shouldn't do if I hadn't gone and gotten them. I hope these turn out something I want to use. But even if they don't, at least um, at least I will have tried this method that I wanted to try, and that's valuable. And if it, works sort of, then I'll know that I just need more practice. Okay. Yeah, probably because or I may make them into, make them the, I don't know. Probably I will cut them out if I keep them. I'm at a place in my life where I have decided if I don't like something I've done, I'm not going to keep it out of some sort of guilty obligation to something I created. Um, I'm going to just go ahead and let it go if I don't like it because I have too much stuff already sitting around. If it's a project that I think I want to do and then I don't enjoy it, I'm going to stop doing it. Time's too short um, to keep doing things you don't like when it's supposed to be fun. So, hi, Julie. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I've just decided I feel free enough to do that because, for one thing, if I don't like it, I can't imagine my kids wanting to keep it someday. So, oh, whoops. So what's the point in keeping it around if I don't like it? What's the point in continuing a project if it's not enjoyable? Even if I'm not happy with the result at the moment and I know it needs more, that's different than just not enjoying it. Does that make sense? Um, Having to work on a project is not a problem. That's not what I'm talking about. I just mean if I get started on something and I think, this really is just not fun, then I'm giving myself permission to give up on those things. And I may have gone, done too much here with this lighter color. Let's go ahead and go back in with a little bit of the darker. Now that we've got the base done, we're just going to have fun with it. And if that's mixing the colors, I think that'll be okay too. Go ahead and do some highlights. Okay, this is what it looks like at this point. Let's turn it where it's right side up, and then maybe it'll... I am giving myself permission to donate it. Donate it somewhere. If it's something I really know I don't want to do anymore, I just don't want to do it, then I'm gonna give myself permission to donate it. Um, if I knew somebody who enjoyed it, then I might, give it to them. Um, but I need some stuff out of my house, and I don't need to feel the burden of needing to do something just because I thought I wanted to at one point. So, yeah, that one's looking good. I like it. I think that helps a lot, doesn't it? Um, it was still really pretty, just as ink, but I think if you're gonna paint over it, you definitely need to paint several colors. Um, okay, okay, and I didn't get a. Well, I'll just make a light. I'll make a light with that. Okay. Thanks. Hi, Leah. I'm glad you're here. This time, when I'm doing these lighter colors, I don't want to let it dry in between. I want to go ahead and add the lighter colors in so they'll kind of mix a little bit. They won't just set everything sit on top. Go back to this dark one a minute. Go ahead and add in. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but that's all right. We'll make it work. What I'm doing now is basically making. I wanted that darker color, but I still had too much of the other pink on my brush, so it ended up being more like something in between the two. But that's okay. Okay, I got a skin on top of that because I put it out too early. So we're gonna mix in some of this. Oh, you can't see. Anyway, I'm trying to mix some of the pink in with this vanilla color here to do some some highlights. Well, this is turning out to not really be highlights and just be another layer. That's okay though. Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had a sneezing attack, and I didn't figure you wanted to listen to that. Now I'm going to have a coughing attack. Okay, between the sneezing and the coughing, now my eyes are watering. I'm gonna do this one last little coat on here, and then I'm gonna. Um, oh goodness gracious! I'm gonna mute for just a second. Okay, sorry. Julie said, I just realized I have doubled up on a stencil and used both of them. I have a friend who may be interested in receiving it when I tell her. Well, cool. I'm taking you portable and getting some food, Barbara says. That sounds good. Okay, here's what this one looks like now. And then there's the purple one. I think this one needs um, something right in the center that's a little bit different. I don't know if that really helps it or not, but we're going to say it does. We're going to pretend like it helps. Thanks, Julie. Okay. Now then, on this red one, I don't think that's really much lighter. I don't know if it's much lighter or not. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think this is, I mean, it is lighter, but it's not a whole lot different. Oops. Let's just make that into a big one then. Okay, let's mix a little orange in with that. I don't know if that's good or not. We'll just let's add in some of this cream color. Okay, that made it all pinky, but we're going to go with it. Got a mess on my hand here. Okay, let's go ahead and put some in. I'm going to kind of mix some of it a little bit so it's not as stark. Okay. This is what that one looks like now. There's that one. And this one. So far, I think that purple one's my favorite. Hi, Angela. Sorry, I didn't notice you were here. I'm glad you're here. Bye bye, Julie. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay. I don't think this is a whole lot lighter, but it's a little lighter. And I keep, uh, these have gotten really runny and they're not very good. Of course, they're probably 6 years old, but still. Thanks, Barbara. Let's put some yellow right here. Okay. Where's that little one I was using? I like it better, I think, for. Okay. We're going to do orange, and then for the light color, we're going to do yellow, I think. We'll see. We'll see what I think about it once I get a coat of a little bit lighter orange on here. Okay. Just going to add some yellow in. Now, if I knew a lot more about flowers and trying to make highlights and stuff, I could make this look better because it wouldn't just be everything on top of everything else. There would be some, some theory or behind it, but I'm kind of thinking that if I go back over these with the bright yellow with a darker color, it'll look more like the petals or have more depth of color, not like they just got painted yellow. I don't know. I don't know if that's working or not, but I like it better. And I guess that's all that really matters is that I like it better. The yellow definitely gives it some depth that that wouldn't just be there if all you did was orange. Okay, so there they are, such as they are. This one I like the least. Mm, thinking about, let's just go back in and I don't know if this is going to help. I don't like that orange there. I guess I'm not worried about messing this one up because I already didn't really love it. So we're just going to keep playing with it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Ann. It's good to see you. I don't know if that helps it or not. I'm wondering. Since like I said, I don't really care that much for it. I'm gonna just come back in and let's just add some. I don't know if I like it better this way or not, but we're gonna fill in some of those white spaces and see if that makes it look better. Hmm. Janet says, last night I made a homemade fried rice for dinner. Added mushrooms, corn, scrambled eggs, and shredded chicken. Sounds yummy. Sounds yummy. I like it better. I like it better now. Um, I I think the other ones I'm going to leave alone, but this one I really didn't like, so I was just playing with it. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and add in some. Now that we've got something underneath, we can. Okay. We're going to call that one done. I like it better now. I'm sufficiently happy with it. Um, but now this one looks pretty boring, so let's play with it a little bit. Okay, it's just that didn't quite work out as the way I wanted it to. So we're gonna go back over it with a little orange. I'm not gonna cover it really. We're just gonna tone it down a little bit. Okay. This is a nice process, Lisa. Could even do it with fussy cut flowers for magazines. Yes, absolutely. That's what that one looks like. So I'm pretty happy with them now. That turned out pretty good. From this distance, now I think this one's my favorite. That's so funny. Yeah. Yep. I'm happy with those. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Um, and I'm gonna just paint a flower over here just for kicks. Because you don't have to have a stencil to paint a flower. I'm just not that great of a flower painter, so a stencil was nice. Just going to go ahead and take this one kind of off the page over here. I got it too big. Which is why I'm not a flower painter, because I can't ever figure out where do you stop. So, okay, we're gonna call that good here, and we're just gonna go back over it with some paints and have some fun. It's not very round though. See, that's my problem. I keep trying to make it round. Okay, well, we're not gonna fret over it. We're just gonna play because I have paint and oh, not very much time, a little bit of time. Wow, time's gone by fast. Yeah, we'll just play with this a little bit and then I'll have to go take care of the puppy. Just because he's going to be a year old on Wednesday doesn't mean he doesn't still need to be taken care of. Hi, Susan. Um, I'm glad you're here. Since I'm just playing, I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna put in some purple. We'll add some pinks back in. Oh, wrong purple. Okay. I don't know how this one's gonna turn out, but we're not worried about it. So I don't guess it. We're just playing, just playing. It's funny because I thought I was letting the brush work for me, but I really wasn't optimizing my strokes. But I'm just trying to get a bunch of layers of color on here. That was way too much. Tap, squish, lift. Okay, let's. Oh, my paint's getting kind of thick, and that's all right. Oh, too much. We'll take some off. I don't know. Um, I'm sorry. Um, I'm gonna have to probably get off. Woo. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just anyway, there's that. Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, that's true. It there is definitely related to how much I talk. Oh, sorry. Um, okay. Well, that one got too big. It looks kind of funny to me, but I like these other ones. So now I have proof I need a stencil because these look better than that one. Anyway, it's the mama flower. There you go. Yeah, I do need to I need to go, and I'm not too terrible actually. Of course, I did clean off in the middle, but anyway, I need to go and take care of the puppy and stop talking. It'll make a pretty corner pocket. That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Janet. Uh, thank you all for coming. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed watching me play with those stencils and put Happy Mail in my book and all that. I've had a fun day. Love you all. God bless you. Bye bye.